staying quite competitive with a little front wing damage. Welcome back, guys, to some more F122 My Team career mode. It is time for the US Grand Prix. This is the fourth round before the end. We are very much at the end of the season. Mexico, Brazil, and UAE are left. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, of course. So, good result from Japan. We finally finished a Grand Prix instead of DNFing, which was the case around Monza and Singapore. So, let's see if we can get some points today or just a decent finish. Of course, in the R&D aspect of things, we are second to last. We've overtaken Williams and AlphaTauri before, but AlphaTauri have regained their position. We are going to invest whatever resource points we have in protecting the departments that are going to get affected, which are the chassis and the powertrain. So we have 202 left in the bank. That's good enough for spark plugs, not enough for any ERS upgrade to save. So yeah, let's do spark plugs right now. We're gonna get some more R&D points after today, so we're gonna invest heavily in our affected elements here. In other news, we have sponsorship renewals. I think I'm just gonna renew sponsor for this season. We're just gonna keep the same sponsors, and let's move on. We do have a couple items coming through regarding R&D wise, so let's see if those come through. So we have a marketing department event. Let's take a look. Ooh, rivalry. Who's gonna be my rival? Well, it seems like the Alpina's the closest car to us right now. The McLarens are well ahead, so I'm gonna choose Alonso, the most obvious and the most reasonable choice out of all of these drivers. We got another 200 resource points in the bag, so I think I'm gonna invest in the Pistons. It's the other one we can really do at this time, so let's adapt that before next season. Bad news, guys, it is the weekend, the race weekend, and two elements have failed. The engine distribution or engine cover distribution upgrade has failed, as well as the durability control electronics improved materials. What is going on with my team? They hate doing upgrades for some reason. The failure on these is quite insane. But anyway, yeah, we're just gonna wait until next season. I guess we still have a lot of elements that need attention here before next season, so we're gonna focus on those for now and then invest in other stuff towards the end of the season once we have the resource points and we have protected everything else. I'm gonna go for time attack. Let's try the Pirelli Hot Lap event around the Circuit of the Americas. And here we go. It's the time attack event. We have to try and complete the number of laps within 4 minutes and 52 seconds. That's 1,000 acclaim and 100k in the bank. So let's see how well we do here. All right, here we go. I think it is 2 laps to complete in the time limit. It's the AMG car, so I'm not too worried about grip. So let's really push the car. 2 laps. It's good practice for Circuit of the Americas as well, but then again, supercars act very differently compared to F1 cars. As you can see, I've gone deep there. Let's see, let's make up for it. Ah, that is a wide turn one. Oh my. The S-curves. Oh god. I don't know if I can get it. I think I'm a little too slow around sector 1. Come on. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh boy. Okay, it's been a minute already and we've only gone through what? 1 sector and a bit? Yes. Let's go, let's go. Oh, don't want to exceed track limits there. Okay. Let's see, I need to be like 2 minutes and 26 seconds, I think. Okay, okay, okay. Come on. Oh god. Okay, good turn. Let's go. Nice. Oh, I've gone wide. Oh, I'm gonna be slow. I think I'm gonna get silver because I have to finish a lap in 2 minutes and 16. Oh, was it 26? I don't know. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. I need to be clinical this lap, I think. It's actually 2 minutes and 26 that I have to hit. It's gonna be a close one. I learned from my mistake in turn 1 or lap 1, so I'm not gonna make the same mistakes again. Let's keep it up. Alright. Whoa. Yeah, okay. We're doing well. We're doing well. Sorry if I keep checking the behind. It's a habit. Habits die hard, man. Because I've been looking back so much in F1. It's a habit. Whoa, okay. This concentration is kind of working. Again, the habit's coming back. I should stop looking back. We got about a minute to finish this lap. See if we can get it. Come on. A minute starting now. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Whoa, okay. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Ah, gone wide again. Not what we needed, but I think I can get it. Come on. Come on. Accelerate out of there, come on. Can we get it? I think we did it. Yes! Wow, gold. Beautiful. With a couple tenths of a second to spare. Let's go. That's exciting. Oh, that's marvelous. 4 minutes, 51 seconds, and 55 milliseconds. Beautiful. Yes, that is what we love to see. 1,000 acclaim, excuse me, and 100k in cash. Let's move on to the weekend. All right, here we go. Race weekend time. F1 race weekend with a My Team car around Circuit of the Americas. Let's hope for a good one. Let's see how well we can perform here. Welcome guys to qualifying around the F122 circuit. It is going to be a difficult qualifying session for us, pretty much at the back end of the grid recently. So yeah, during practice we struggled a lot with pace. We were quite slow on the mediums and the hards, but those are the safe tires to opt for. Those are the safe tires to drive in because the track is going to be quite hot. So the tires are going to be quite hot. So hopefully we can manage those tire temps, which we noticed is a thing recently. We've struggled with tire temps recently, especially in the rear. So what I'm going to do is try and maintain our pace while trying to save our tires, because if the mediums overheat, then it's a big problem. But if we go for a medium to hard strategy and the mediums stay quite stable for the most part, then I think we should be in with a competitive time here in the Circuit of the Americas. A good circuit for us recently, especially in the previous series of the game, and hopefully we can keep up the good work here and get some good positions. A lot of resource points generated, which is important for our adaptation for next season. So hopefully we can get that sorted soon. And without further ado, I think it is time to head on out. It's going to be a dry session overall, and then it's going to be a dry race as well. So I'm not too worried about our setup and stuff. So let's head on out, set a lap time, see how competitive we are, and hope for the best. First level Q1. Let's see how competitive we are. Oh my god. Oh, we're slow. We are slow. Had some slips here and there, which is weird. So that is why we are slow. 1.1 seconds slower than the AI. Ouch. Here we go. Second lap of Q2. Or Q1, sorry. 9.3 seconds improved on my cooldown lap, which brings us up to 134.6. It's not fast enough. Let's get... yeah. Let's get some new softs on and low fuel. Let's see what the final lap shows us. Okay, qualifying's over. Improved by nearly 7/10. No, 8/10. Let's see if we gain any more positions with that lap. No, we don't. P22, still slower than our teammate, which is quite interesting. Bizarre. And then we have it. Lewis Hamilton tops out the top of Q1. We are slower than my teammate and Joe. Tictum is faster than Joe by 4,000th of a second. I was slower by about a 10th than Joe. Schumacher and Vettel and Gasly are also knocked out. Unlucky for us, but we are back at the grid. But let's see if any penalties hit other drivers, because we will be able to make our way a couple positions up the grid. So let's see what we start on the grid, and hopefully we have a good Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix.
Here we are then in one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, the fabulous Austin in the great state of Texas. The circuit itself, 14 miles southeast of the city centre, has been home to the US Grand Prix since 2012, the latest in a long list of iconic tracks to have that honour. We have 10 turns to the left and 10 turns to the right here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas. Overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and turn 12 at this anti-clockwise track. It's 3.6 miles long, and we should see average lap speeds of around 126 miles per hour. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Sergio Perez will lead us away from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Alex Albon and Ocon, Russell, Stroll, Norris and Kevin Magnussen, Ricciardo, Leclerc, they've taken a grid penalty, Yuki Tsunoda and Gasly, Sainz, Vettel, Mick Schumacher and Daniel Tictum. Latifi, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Frostbite, Bottas and Guan Yu Zhou. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Natalie Pinkham joins me once again in the commentary box. It's fantastic to have you with us today. I'm curious though, how do you think the drivers stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
The Alfa Romeo set back with the grid after grid penalties, and here we are in P20. Let's take a look. Yes, the projected strategy is a mediums to hard as I predicted, and let's drop our fuel load to just over 28 laps. That looks good, and we should be good. Let's see if the mediums overheat or not. I'm hoping that they don't, and they stay within temperature for the most part until our pit window. We'll see if there's a safety car as well. Safety car is going to make a huge difference here, so yeah, I'm excited. Alright, here we go. Great getaway, but we need to heat up the tires. Let's try to heat this baby up. Alright, let's park up. Let's go. Come on. Tires are heated and we're good. Purple. Here we go. Alright, here we go. It's time to have a good race start. US Grand Prix begins here. And it's a 5 red light drop. It's a quick drop. I had too much high revs. Losing positions to the red Alfa Romeo, sorry. Whoa, 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 whoa. That AlphaTauri is going all sorts of craziness. A little exceeding track limits apparently. Wow. Sorry guys, I'm concentrating massively because the AI is driving like lunatics ahead of me. Big dive here, big dive, big dive. Two exceeding track limits warnings, vehicle condition.
As things stand, we're going to be 12 for the
No, I don't care. Vehicle condition.
Okay, be careful with the front wing.
Yeah,
You've taken some
took a
minor
little
damage.
hit on
No
Vettel.
tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Staying quite competitive with a little front wing damage. Okay, we're making it through for lap 1. Okay, let's go, let's go. We're staying quite competitive with a little wing damage. Let's stay with Tsunoda. I mean, I do understand that the car is mostly ground effect, so we're staying competitive, but still, I feel like it's not good to have wing damage at all.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to
Yeah,
use your
man.
overtake button.
My teammate is quite fast here, man. Let's go, let's go. I'm waiting for DRS because DRS is going to be important for the overtakes here. I hope I stay competitive enough for DRS and some overtakes on Tsunoda and Leclerc possibly, or Norris possibly. Whoa, we made a move on Tsunoda.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Cheers, mate. Let's go, let's go, let's keep fighting here. Oh my god, slaloms are difficult with a little broken wing. Oh, Magnussen does not have DRS. We do. I'm gonna use a little bit of ERS as well. Come on, big dive. There we go, move done. Got Magnussen there. Let's keep pushing up. Good move. Brilliant move. Oh, yellow flag, yellow flag. Is that a DNF somewhere? Wonder. Nope. Okay, Magnussen's in the pits. He must have some wing damage. I think I saw a missing end plate on the left. So we can move on. There's a 3-way situation up ahead. Let's try and stay out of Tsunoda. Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
We're gonna go in a little early. 1 lap early. We've been maintaining this well, but I think it's time we get a new wing. So we're gonna move on to the hards, switch wings, try to get the undercut because we are going to be wasting a lot of time trying to get the wing fixed. So we'll see if we can remain in P12 by the end of the pit stop fiasco. But here we go, in we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Time for the hards. And a wing change. The wing change would be helpful because we're losing downforce and we are losing pace because of it. Optimal, 7.4. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Quick, 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 quick. 7.4. 7.7. Okay. It was a little slow, to be honest.
Now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Still ahead of Sonoda. Good. We're not dead last. What? Where did I cross the white line? Sorry. Come on. Tires are dead cold. I'm gifting Tsunoda DRS here because the tires are dead cold. Oh boy. Come on, let's push. I think we're good. We're gonna stay ahead of Tsunoda. Tires are in temp. Let's go. Let's push on Magnussen and Bottas. Okay, Schumacher's ahead of us and Magnussen, but the two Haas drivers are gonna scuffle, which is good opportunity for us to make an overtake. Oh. Got Magnussen already. Ooh, Leclerc going on the softs. Interesting choice. What's he thinking? Strange decision from Ferrari to put Leclerc on the softs. Oh, go Latifi's out. Nicholas Latifi crashed out. What in the world happened to him? I wonder. No safety car yet. Interesting. Still trailing Schumacher. Hoping to really catch up to him soon. 10 laps remaining.
Okay, gap ahead is 4.1 seconds. Okay, stand by. We see a problem our end and we're looking into it.
Don't do this to me, man. We've been driving so well. I'm starting to save some fuel because we're a little under on fuel, not too severely. But I'm worried that I'm going to run out of fuel in the decisive last, second of the lap. Of the last lap, that is. And we got a healthy gap to Magnussen. Sainz is somehow behind us in P14. Schumacher is pulling away. So,
okay,
oh,
looks
you
like
gotta
a
be kidding
mechanical
me.
failure. We're going to have to ask you to find a safe spot to retire. Sorry about that, mate.
Where do I park?
I repeat,
Oh,
find
God.
somewhere to
AI
retire the
took
car
over.
immediately. It's too
Another
dangerous
retirement,
to
are
stay
you
on
sure?
track.
I was driving so well. There wasn't much happening, so I was just driving well. Unlucky man.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
Well, look at that. It is a Mercedes 1-3 with Sergio Perez in between there. Quite a different lineup than I expected. Where are the Ferraris? I saw Sainz behind me. I wonder if anyone else... Where's Leclerc? I'm not sure, but today is a day of great pain. We didn't finish the Grand Prix with a DNF. That is a big shame. We need to see what component failed. If it's another control electronics component, then I will literally pull all the hair out of my head. That is definitely a glitch then. Alright, well, here we are with the results of the United States Grand Prix. Hamilton, Perez, Russell on the podium, Alonso, Ricciardo, Ocon, Norris, Albon, Verstappen, and Stroll in the top 10 points. Schumacher, Sainz, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Gasly, Vettel, Leclerc is back here. 3 stops, are you kidding me? Bottas, Zhou, Tictum round out the finishers, with myself and Latifi not finishing the race today. Russell moves up the grid here in the driver's standings up to P4 ahead of Max Verstappen. Alonso goes ahead of Kevin Magnussen in P7. Ricardo goes up to P10, with Schumacher dropping a bit despite a decent race from him today. No points scored, of course. Ocon goes ahead of Bottas and Tsunoda. Albon, with a good race finish today, climbs the table ahead of my teammate Tictum, Vettel and Gasly. Constructor standings wise, Ferrari have secured it, 176 point gap to Mercedes and 230 point gap to Red Bull. Seems like Mercedes are securing P2, but we'll see. There are a couple Grand Prix left, so we'll see how that ends. And then Leclerc and Sainz haven't changed much, but Hamilton and Russell are slowly climbing closer to the leaders. Really heartbreaking to see our car not finish the race today. We were on a stunning strategy. Early doors we did hit the rear of Vettel to take some wing damage, and then with that wing damage we were able to stay competitive. P12 before our early pit stop, we went a lap early to try and make up for lost time, and to be honest, it worked out to perfection. We are back at P12 before our DNF today. I must say I'm quite happy with the way we drove. The competitiveness of the car I was quite happy with as well. And what is up with the Ferraris? They're just pushing their drivers back down the table. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I mean, Ferrari are pulling off a Ferrari very late in the season, but I wonder if they continue in this fashion in the next 3 Grand Prix, if they will end up being out of contention for the driver standings. I don't know. We'll see. But regarding our team, I would say we are struggling with durability at the later stages of the season. I need to see if that's a control electronics component, because I will lose my mind if it is. But we'll see next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode nonetheless. If you guys did, then make sure you smash that like button, subscribe using the red button down below, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as I upload next. More F1 content will be coming up. We're going to finish off Season 1 and Season 2 will be around the corner soon, so please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out on more F1 22 content. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy. See you guys in the next Grand Prix.